Good afternoon, everybody. Today we will talk about children who kill. Our group is integrated by Angie Pacheco and Carolina Espina. Okay, in the first part, I will talk about are there murder of children? Good. We know that there are aggressive children, but from there to the murder and the enjoyment of the acts of taking the life of another person is very difficult to think, and we don't conceive it. We know that sometimes a young child can kill another without their clear intention. There are cases of children of 4 or 5 years who kill a little brother for jealousy. There are situations with high emotionality, but without a clear purpose or absolute knowledge of the act committed. Piaget was a psychologist, said that it is between 7 and 10 years when the sense of morality between equals appear. It is the age at which the child can be aware that he has a responsibility for his acts. That is, he already has an idea of what is good and what is evil and what kind of the acts are.
Evil. This is not every gene, but research has found that there is a cluster of traits that typically starts in infants of early childhood. And this is associated with the most chronic and severe patterns of antisocial behavior. This is called callous emotional traits. Psychologists don't call children psychopaths because personality is not considered to be stable at this age, but callous unemotional traits are certainly related to the core emotional components of psychopathy. This is including a lack of empathy, a lack of guilt, and manipulativeness. The combination of callous and emotional traits and emotional, so physical or sexual abuse in the home is likely to be a toxic mix. That being said, while this kind of toxic mix makes it more likely that a child will do something that severely harms others, but it isn't necessarily the case. What age is the right age to hold humans responsible for their acts? Since 1963, children under the age of 10 have been treated as incapable of being criminally responsible for any acts. But this depends for the country. For example, in England and Wales have certainly not set the lowest age limit in the world. In United States, 33 states set non-minimum age of criminal responsibility overall, allowing a child to be convicted and sentenced at any age. When for this example, she is Mary Bell. When she was 11 years old, she killed two small boys, Martin Brown, 4 years old, and Brian Hope, he was 3 years old. One day before her birthday, Maribel lured to Martin Brown to an abandoned house in Newcastle, in northeast of England, and 2 months later, she strangulated Brian Hope to death. The story of Bell's childhood is particularly brutal. Her mother, Betty, was a prostitute who had tried to kill her daughter one more than occasion, trying to make it look like an accident. During her trial, psychiatrists said Bell displayed the classic signs of psychopathy. The judge described her as a danger and still posing a risk to children. In my opinion, most children killers have grown up in some kind of dysfunctional home. So I don't think this may be a crucial reason for the acts they commit. For the criminal responsibility for the acts, I believe that it can be linked in some way to psychology tests in order to determine their guilt or start some psychological and resocialization process.
Okay, in my opinion, it's very difficult to think that child to 10 years are killing other people with awareness, and the worst, they enjoy it. However, in our current world, the mental illness in children are increased day by day. In my opinion, this growth of mental illness relate to the family context in childhood and in the children's relationship in other places, for example, in the school. I think that in each family there are common proposals about education. If each family gives the necessary of life, and if each family educate their children in love, empathy, respect, and tolerant situations of children who kill will be minimized. Thanks for your attention, and we continue with the game.